Those who are conscious and who know how to respond to a given situation thrive. Those who refuse to respond to the realities of one's existence will suffer. Because you don't know how to handle your brains essentially, you don't have to destroy your heart, liver, kidney and spleen, but I think if you have not already learned the lessons of 2020 as to what to do and what not to do, early 2021 is going to teach you that. So, year 2020 will definitely leave an indelible mark on the minds of this generation of people. They're not going to forget it. I don't think it will let us forget it so easily. So how we do things, how we relate to people, how we eat and transact in the world, everything has already changed, will further change. Even I have not traveled for months on end, that's a change. For the first time in the last 40 years, I have the pleasure of picking my clothes off a wardrobe. Always I lived off a suitcase. So, we can either complain or adapt, or create new situations, new possibilities. This is a choice human beings have. But every other creature seems to be happier than before. At least for their sake, we must celebrate some. Hello? Because they all seem to be happy. People are saying in big cities that the air is cleaner, the sky is blue. It always was, but city people were in a cloud. Either industrial smoke, automobile smoke, or cigarette smoke, or if you're from California, more potent smoke. One way or the other, if the machines don't smoke us, we'll do it ourselves. I am not trying to tell you what to do and what not to do, but I think if you have not already learnt the lessons of 2020 as to what to do and what not to do, early 2021 is going to teach you that. United States is right now going through its third wave, and the worst one. We are talking less about it because we've had elections. We do elections and we still don't know. We're busy with that, political stuff. And of course, there's been Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming. This is the first time really, all this, whatever gifts coming with Santa Claus or, some wild animal bringing things for you. For the first time, I think it's going to work because that wild animal is called Amazon right now. It's definitely growing And those of you who only walked in shopping malls, you have to find other places to walk. Hello? If you must carry a bag to feel complete, well, there are still rocks you can carry because you must feel heavy in the shoulder to feel satisfied. Hello? So, many adaptations you'll have to do. Well, people are busy always trying to judge whether this is good or bad. Nothing has ever been good or bad. In every situation, those who are conscious and who know how to respond to a given situation thrive. Those who refuse to respond to the realities of one's existence will suffer. Now, as if the pandemic, the virus pandemic was not good enough, people are predicting mental pandemic, suicide pandemic. In this year, in Japan, more people have committed suicide than the number of people who died of this virus. If the virus doesn't succeed, we will do it ourselves. So, this in many ways exposes how human beings are living. They are saying in UK, between the ages of 16 and 24, 4 out of every 10 in that population, in that age group population, cause physical harm to themselves at least once a month or so. They want to pull their hair, they want to cut their hands, they want to bang their heads on the wall. See, this is not entertainment. Why I'm using the word entertainment is because anywhere you watch a television or you see the movies, everywhere it is being projected like this. The best way to handle your emotions is punch somebody if you get. You find somebody weaker than you, punch them. Otherwise, at least punch a glass pane or a mirror, or if you're stupid, punch a wall or a rock. Or scream and yell and roll around and throw things at everybody or nobody. Hello, this is becoming the standard way of handling emotions. Huh? All of you doing this at home? At least the crockery industry must be doing well. In our cultures, right from our childhood, if we get angry and something, first thing was just shut up and sit down. If you're angry, it's your business, all right? You deal with it. Don't give it to anybody else, just shut up and sit down there. Yes, if you get angry, at least this much you must do. You have no business to get angry because by being angry, you cause more damage to yourself than anybody else most of the time, unless you're working in Hollywood. Generally, most human beings cause more damage to themselves than to anybody else when they're angry. Most human beings. Only a few get to damage other people. So do I have a right to damage myself? After all, it's my life. Well, you need to understand your life is not your life. For you to be who you are right now, well, leaving the nature alone, to feed you, to clothe you, to keep you alive, to make you go here to there. Thousands and thousands of people have worked to bring you up as a full-grown adult, yes or no? Huh? Somebody has to grow the food, somebody has to spin the thread, somebody has to weave the clothing, somebody has to make the various other services for you. So do you have a right to simply obliterate yourself? No. People may think I'm infringing on their personal liberties. Life has liberty to live. Terminating life just like that is not your business. When life becomes feeble, you don't have to put it on a hook and hang it in the hospital forever, that's a different matter. But you have no right, simply because you don't know how to handle your thought and emotion, you want to destroy… because you don't know how to handle your brains essentially, you don't have to destroy your heart, liver, kidney and spleen. Hello? That's what it means. Because you don't know how to handle one thing here, you cannot destroy everything else here. So, I think in many ways for this generation of people, the coming year could be a lot more inward-looking and spiritually oriented than ever before for this generation of people. Because this generation of people, we as a generation of people, all of us included, in many ways, we have been living more wantonly than anybody else. We have more comforts, more conveniences, more technology, more possibilities, but we are not using that to make our lives fantastic. We are using that to make our lives quite neurotic, many of them psychotic. When we're talking about a mental pandemic, what is it? We were just on the edge and now we're falling off. So, the wisdom of life is, whatever life throws at you, you can make something wonderful out of that also. This is where your intelligence matters. This is the purpose of you being given an intelligence which is beyond the instincts that other animals carry.